How's it going, everyone? In this video, we're checking out Apple CarPlay, and we finally have video playback because I don't know if you noticed, but we are using CarPlay right now, and I'm able to run a simulation on how a compatible vehicle with compatible abilities for Apple CarPlay looks like, because we do have the Apple TV app right there, as you see. So all that and more in today's video, and yes, timestamps, all this stuff will be in the description down below for your pleasure. So the objective of this video is just for us to get familiarized on what's coming out in the near future. Because right now we currently are on iOS 27 developer beta 1, and we're gonna go ahead and quickly run through all the new changes and new integrations Apple added. Because on my first video, that was just a trial run, that was just me super excited to get my hands on it. But now we actually have it right here, simulating a vehicle that supports in-vehicle CarPlay streaming. But as of right now, here we are. We have Apple TV apps from continuing watching movies that you already own, a part of your Apple iTunes library. You can simply just click on it. So as the vehicle is in parked, it'll be able to identify if the car is moving or not. So just like Apple TV, we have the ability to slide the video forward, go back 10 seconds, go forward 10 seconds, enable captions, enhance the dialogue, or change between different languages. And you have a bell notification right here, which, it enables do not disturb. That's pretty cool. Now, the reason why the screen is black is because just like when you're screen recording like Netflix or something like that, it's not going to allow us to capture it. But you do have the ability to actually listen to the movie as well in case you are moving. So this is kind of cool right here. And yes, the same slider that's now available on Apple Music, I'll elaborate more in a little bit. You have the ability to scheme through your movies right here in case you miss a spot or you like to skip between the boring parts, you know. But yeah, this is a hands-on experience on how this layout's going to look like. Quickly allows you to hop back in and hop back out from video viewing to just listening to the movie. So that's really cool. But the layout for this UI is very similar to like what we've seen in the past with the Apple TV app, really. You even have Formula One, MLS, and your entire movie library. And you also have your new media tab right here on the top right corner as well, where you could pause, play the media, or skip forward 10 seconds. So that's really cool. Now, in terms of other new changes for iOS 27 for Apple CarPlay, we did receive new wallpapers, as you're going to find out. If we quickly go into settings and we go into wallpaper, these are the new wallpapers that you have here. Unfortunately, Apple did remove the older ones. Before, Apple had a habit of maintaining the older operating system wallpapers, but now Apple officially has removed them, but gave us more color choices to choose from. As you see, I like this like new dark blue. Set it and forget it. But you also have this nice green as well. And then if you like to keep it neutral, you still have the standard black for black interior vehicles, a lighter blue, and a gray brownish shade right here, as you see. But let's go ahead and get out of here and quickly change our appearance to automatic. In case you missed my previous video, this is how the light mode looks like with the new Apple CarPlay unit. The widget page does darken it a little bit, but everything else pretty much self-explanatory. We did get a new animation right here because this widget window, or this big window right here, will actually correlate to the widget that's on the side, but you still have the ability to long hold and clear it in case you need to. But the movie poster size is a bit larger, which something tells me you will need a large display on your car in order to have in-video streaming or video playback abilities for your CarPlay display. And there, real quick, folks, if you've been enjoying this video so far and like to support the channel, if you could kindly take 2 seconds to hit that like button, that really does help out the channel, as that allows the channel to be powered by you guys, the viewers, which is why you'll see brand sponsorship segments taking like a minute or two off your time. So thank you so much for those that took the time on hitting the like button. Really does mean a lot and allows the channel to be brand free. Thank you so much for those that did that. Let's carry on. Now let's go ahead and get back into the display section. You still have smart zoom, which is quite nice. In terms of like newly added features, nothing really has been added here. Everything is pretty much standard. In case you watched my previous video, you'll know. Only new change, it's right here, is your battery icon's different. It's not showing us on this one because this is a simulator. The battery icon itself has been redesigned, including on the iPhone. And you do have a new dedicated app for Siri AI. So from here, you can just launch it and it will load up some of the previous conversations you had with Siri. So if you like to resume like a conversation, you could just tap on one of these conversations you have saved, or you could tap plus to create a new conversation and Siri will actually begin and listening. So you could ask it things like, how's the World Cup schedule looking like? Basically, if it's available online, you could ask it any questions. It could do quick research right then and there for you. But since we're running a simulator again, we don't have the... What's the schedule looking like for the World Cup? Okay, yeah, it's kind of loopy. We're running a simulator. I'm not too surprised it's not running well. But it's very similar to like other AI apps we've seen in the past, like ChatGPT, as well as like Gemini and such. Now, in terms of video streaming from like your iPhone to CarPlay, if I go ahead and quickly launch YouTube as an example, click on the video and hit the AirPlay cast icon and select CarPlay, and we go into the Now Playing tab. So it does not look like we are able to cast the video that we're watching on our iPhone to view on the screen as of yet. Maybe that could change in the near future. Maybe this is something that YouTube needs to unlock on their side. Same goes with like Netflix and stuff like that. Nonetheless, we're making progress in the right direction. Now, other places that you will see noticeable changes is Apple Music. Apple Music, this is a new layout right here. You have your home, new, radio, and library. A little toolbar on top now, as well as your media, where you can actually hit play and then go back out of here, browse through your other playlists and stuff that you have, while still having quick access to the Now Playing tab, as well as the ability to go to the next track and such. And then this scheme tool. So what I've noticed is if you're using wireless Apple CarPlay, you will not see the scheme tool. I'm not sure why. Maybe this will be resolved in the future. But if you're hardwired to your iPhone, you'll see the scheme tool ability. So you can actually scheme through songs as well, including podcasts. And since we're in the subject of podcasts, the podcast app also got this new redesign as well. You go resume the media you're listening to from here. You browse your new, as well as browse through other libraries that you want to browse through, and you can just tap here to go back to the actual page and then select between the other previous episodes that I had or next upcoming episodes. And you still got your tortoise as well as your rabbit to control the speed. And again, you got that scheme tool right there. So nothing crazy there. It's just this new layout will be found on pretty much anything that's like streamable. Audiobooks will be included. As you can see right here, we have the Now Playing media tool there. And even third parties have this as well. If we go into, let's see, what do we have? Sirius XM, same exact layout. It's going to be universal even for first party and third parties. And Spotify should be no different. Yep, as you can see, as soon as it's loading in. Now, in terms of messages replies, when you receive a new message, this is how it looks like. It's this color matching the shade of gray that's now being used for the new Siri AI. So that's kind of nice. It has that redesign. It's no longer that rainbow edge color. Even when you announce Siri, it's that ball orb thing with the color, black and white colors in the middle. Very professional. Looks nice. The Siri AI icon does remind me of the Pepsi logo though, however. So there you guys have it. Just wanted to make a quick update and showing you guys how exactly this new video playback feature will work on CarPlay. Again, from what it looks like, it's compatible vehicles. To run the simulation, I had to use a widescreen. So if your car has a widescreen screen, I have the resolution on the bottom text right there. It's likely your car will support it, but I'll continue doing more research and find out more ways to make it work. And keep you guys updated on any new upcoming news for this upcoming exciting feature finally. Anyways, there you guys have it. If you'd like to watch more, highly recommend checking out this video over there where I go through all the new changes that's coming out to tvOS 27. I covered that in greater detail in that video over there. Thank you so much for watching.